Today I choose to follow you.
Good morning. It's Friday, March the 10th, and it's Coffee with God. Had the men around. We've got a lovely condensed milk coffee this morning. Trust you starting the day in the right way. If you have your Bibles, turn to Luke chapter 15, verse 22. Lucas 15, vers 22. Now, this whole week we've been talking about God took dust, God took nothing, and He formed, He breathed life, He made us special, He made us honorable, He made us in His image. He placed us in a garden, and He fellowshiped with us, He loved on us, sometimes he put Adam to sleep and took a rib out, and through the loss, Adam gained a helpmeet, a woman, a helper for him, a companion for him, an equal for him. In the image of God, He created them male and female. And so we've been talking about all of this. But you know, the devil's work in all of this is to focus us on the one tree that God doesn't give us access to, and takes our focus off the abundance of what God gives us. And where better than in the parable of the prodigal son do we have, where the son who has everything in his father's house, and even his older brother has access to everything but doesn't realize the fullness of what he has, because when the son comes back and the father has a party, he says, I'm not going in because I've never taken anything. Whose fault is it that he never accessed the fullness of the glory of God in his life? But back to the prodigal son. What's the devil's work? The devil gets us to focus on what we don't have. The devil says, leave the goodness, the fullness, the fatness, the abundance, the blessing of your Father's love, and go and see what He doesn't want you to go and experience. Go and taste, go and look, go and see what God or your Father is keeping you from. And the son takes his inheritance and he ends up in a pigsty. We know the story. And the devil's attack on us, the devil's motive in life is to get us to feel not worthy. Because the son eventually sitting there in the midst of everything turns around and says, I'm not even worthy to be a servant in my Father's house. The devil's out to break you down, to accuse you, to get you to doubt the love of God for you, to doubt your worth, to doubt your value, to doubt who you are, your personality, your talents, your vermoëns, jou gawes, jou talente. Die duiwel is daar om jou te laat twyfel in wie jy is en wie God jou gemaak het. Ja, daar's 'n sonde, 'n neiging na sonde, en na die sondeval is die beeld van God in ons beskadig, maar is nie vernietig nie. En God het jou lewe gegee, God het jou gevorm, en jou lewe, slegte keuses, sondige keuses, verkeerde keuses wat seer maak en wat pyn veroorsaak en wat jou wegvat van die goedheid en guns van die Here. En die duiwel sê vir jou, ja, jy het nou die the unforgiven sin, het jy nou klaar geleef en daar's nie vergifnis vir jou. Maar toe die seun omdraai en hy kom by sy vader huis uit. Vers 22 sê, but the father said to his servants, bring out the best robes, put it on him, put a ring on his hand and sandals on his feet. The devil tries to isolate us in order to eliminate us. The devil tries to get us to doubt the love, the mercy, the compassion, the grace, the forgiveness of God. He tries to get us out of the Father house. He tries to get us out of the fullness of the life that is ours in Jesus Christ. And he tries to rob us and say we're not worthy. God will never accept you. You're just too far gone. But here we have very clearly in Luke 15, verse 22, as we return, we're clothed, we're empowered, we're equipped by the God who knows the potential in us, knows the value of the life that He gave us. And He can't wait for us to get back into using and being available to be the blessing that God made us to be. As a Christian, do we suffer? As a Christian, do we go through hard times? Yes, but we have the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords with us. Think about that. And as you prepare to go to the Lord's house this Lord's Day, this Sunday, why don't you go with a testimony of victory or a testimony of return, a testimony of, hey, I messed up, but God has reached me in the pit of despair that I found myself in. While you're still breathing, you have value and you can change. It's never too late while you're still breathing. Give God the chance to supply your needs, to throw a party in your honor. And who cares what the people around you think? The older brother didn't want to join, and God reminded him, but you have the fullness of me. Out of the fullness of God's supply, allow other people to be blessed by God as well. Don't look at what they got and think they've got more than you. Don't look at them and think, hulle het 'n groot guns. God is meer lief vir hulle as vir my. Jy die volheid. Miskien is jy besig om jouself te weerhou van die seëninge wat God vir jou in Jesus Christus al klaar gegee het. Miskien moet jy net wakker word. Miskien moet jy net party toe kom. Sien uit om van julle in die gemeente daar waar ek is te sien, maar kom by jou gemeentes uit, kom by die kerk uit en gaan feesvier saam met die mense in die kerk hierdie Sondag, die goedheid van God in ons lewens. Mag jy 'n wonderlike Vrydag hê.